Welcome to my first attempt on picking of this Wilka challenge lock with these runes on it. So this lock was sent to me and made by T&J Lockpicking Nord. It's their second set wizard lock, and it comes with a key guarded by this gentleman here. And here is the key. That looks scary, isn't it? With a set on the back, and on the front it says gnädig. Well, it translates into something like mercy, but I think this is something this gentleman doesn't know. So I think there is no mercy in not getting this lock picked. So let's quickly try to do that. As I said, my first attempt. I hope that I can accomplish this task before midnight. So I wedge in a pry bar from Peterson, 1.3 millimeter. It fits perfectly here in this gap. And just see how floppy that core is. Wow, that's scary too. And I start with 18 thousandths modified Peterson pick. So they told me that they were not able to get this lock open after their final modifications. Okay, 5 is binding, click and the core turned. So attempt number 8. Still locked up. Well, try different picks now. Let's see how that goes. Click from 5. The core turned into a little falset. Some more clicks from the back pins and core turned a little bit more. Okay, touched 2 and 3 and the core turned even more. So you will soon see a very deep falset, and then you will see long time nothing. So this lock is then completely stopping giving feedback. Okay, help the counter rotation on 2, I believe. Okay, no more feedback, so I use a different hook now. Use this deep hook from, no, different one. Use this deep hook from Sparrows. And it's open. Oh, it's open. Yeah. 2.5 minutes. Bah, that's pure luck. But now I can safely sleep tonight, because I picked it open before midnight. Yeah. So let's gut this bad boy. Must have been really, really lucky. So, how does this clip come apart or come off? As much challenging this was to pick, as challenging it probably is to get this clip off. Maybe he's mercy with a clip at least. Yeah. Alright, so I should be prepared for everything, but that's good. There is a place where nothing is actually, no gap or so I can safely use a follower. Is this a usual size? Yes. Okay, so let's hope for the best. Yes, that worked out pretty good. So let's have a look at the core. No, let's first dump out the key pins, but there is also already a weirdness here at 1. So it's pin and pin, key pin, a step. Wow. Step T-pin with a tube, with a tube onto it. Never seen a pin like this. Then we have another step T-pin in 2. We have a serrated in 3. We have a very short key pin in 4. And we have a double serrated in 5. So let's have a look at the core really close. We have smooth. Oh, we have smooth in 1, and we have an undercut. Yes, we have an undercut. That's nasty. We have an undercut in 2, threading in 3, undercut in 4, and threading in 5. Evil stuff. So let's get out the drivers. Need the tweezers. So let's see. We have a boring driver in 1. It's a standard. Now we have a kind of a spool with a changing smaller diameter towards the shear line. Wow. And we have a needle here, a very sharp needle here in 3. Oops. Then we have a spool in 4, sorry. And we have a double spool or double serrated, whatever you want to call it, in 5. That's an amazing pin. Wow. So let me dump out the spring so that I don't forget this. Oops, yeah, there was this second part for number 3. It's a multi, it's a pin and pin. We have a little spring here in 3. So let's have a very close look to the pins, or maybe first to the chambers of the Bible. Nothing special here. All right. All right, nothing too crazy here regarding the springs. The key pins we have already honored, but we can't honor them enough. This is amazing. Very, very cool. Yeah, these are the key pins. We've already had a look at them. Then the drivers, we have a standard here. We have a kind of a spool with a smaller diameter towards the shear line. Then we have a pin in number 3. Very cool. Great work done by T&J Lockpicking Nord. That's a drunken spool. That's a really deep drunken spool. So that is the pivoting point where the needle sits in and flops around, and at the end we have a very nice serration. Then we have a spool in 4 and it's like a double serrated, looks a little bit like a GG driver, but it has a fat middle part, a belly. Very cool pin. Yeah, so that was really hard work for me to get this lock open, but glad I managed to do it, because I believe this guy wouldn't have any mercy with me. So let's finally have a look at the key. Wow, look at that key. That's awesome. Yeah, you can see it already from the key pins, of course, but here you have the key with that bitting. Very, very deep cut here in the first place, and very challenging bitting here. Short key pin, long key pin, short key pin. Very, very cool. Yeah, that was a tough one, I have to say. Glad this guy has no reason anymore to look at me at night. So, T&J Lockpicking Nord, thank you so much for sending this very cool lock to me. And everybody else, thank you very much for watching. Happy picking and good night.